The only reason I'm really doing a lot more theater in the last decade is because it didn't work as well as I wanted it to in Los Angeles. I went out there extensively to get a series, and truthfully, it's the only thing in my career that I did not accomplish that I wanted to. I don't say that with any rancor or anything. It's just you get what you get. But I worked a lot there in television. I did a lot of guest shots, but I didn't get to where I wanted to. And toward the end, I had always said to myself that if I'd not got there, that it was better to be, you know, without puffing myself up, a first-class theater actor in New York than you know, chasing another guest shot in Los Angeles. So that was a business decision that I made in 2002 to go back. But the period that I was there in Los Angeles was really just an extension. Some of it just business-wise. I was talking to a friend once, and I said, well, why do you want to go to LA? And I said, I'll tell you why. I said, because if Pap does Midsummer Night's Dream in the park this summer, if I fight really hard, I'll get an audition for one of the mechanicals. If I get a series, they'll offer me bottom. And that was it. And you know, these guys can testify to that. I mean, there is that reality to the business of what you want. So that was the idea behind it, you know. And then the film work that came in the last part of the 90s was really a bonus and very enjoyable. And as it turned out, you know, I think, I will say this, I think television, you guys can maybe see if you I've always thought that television wants you to fit into their demographic. That is really about where you fit for them. And I think that for whatever reason, possibly I wasn't bringing it in there. They never found out how to fit me in. You know, I was a little too off to the side, a little too. Film, on the other hand, a good film usually, I think, wants to exploit who you are. And there's just a fundamental difference in that shift of the demographic to the individual.
I think you're also talking about half hour and comedy television.
Yes.
Because now television is expanded, and in terms of, you know, seeing things like Justified and seeing different kinds of shows that you would see on FX or on other adjunct networks to the big three, big four.
That's true. Yeah.
That can still take that kind of principle. Somebody like Margot can wind up being an Emmy award-winning.
That's a wonderful point. I think it's probably one of the best developments in the last 6-7 years, and it's no fluke that my favorite people, all of these guys, our friend Margot, other friends, are working in this slice of cable that is doing the most interesting work on television today, and they are sort of breaking those molds. And you're seeing much more individualized performers than you would have seen when we were doing the, you know, you had the development.